Welcome back. Despite concerted efforts to bridge the gender pay gap in the country, women lag behind their male counterparts in almost every single sector. And this is just one of the findings of the Inequality Trends Report released by Statistics South Africa. Now the University of Cape Town wants to help level the playing field, and a UCT Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mamokgethi Phakeng, joins us now from our studios in Cape Town to tell us more about this program. Thanks very much, Prof, for your time on this Saturday evening. So this is a unique program, and it's all about advancing transformation and, more specifically, making a difference in the local government space.
Well, it's about advancing transformation, but also about making a contribution to the leadership crisis that we have in the public sector, particularly in local government. And this is what came up, this is how this program came about. And we are collaborating with, we are working in partnership with the South African Local Government Association, SALGA, who are also funding the program that is aligned to the local government CETA guidelines.
Prof, what specifics can you give us about this program? I know that, according to the research I have in front of me here, it'll involve female councillors who are already in local government. They're already managers in local government. But what will this program give them that they are lacking in their leadership at the moment?
I mean, the big issue that we're looking at is ethical leadership, and that's the specialization that we have in the Mandela School of Public Governance. And we're not just focusing, as I said, on them as being women, but we're looking at all the skills that are needed, that are already outlined in the local government CETA. Financial skills, leadership skills, ethical leadership, what all of that means in the context of local government.
I mean, we know how important it is for women not only to have a seat at the table, but to have actual decision-making powers and powers to really have a say in how certain programs unfold. We've just come from 2019, which was a devastating year for women and women's safety and women's issues in the country. How are you hoping that a program like this takes that conversation forward?
Well, it's one thing to say we need women at the decision-making table, but it's quite another to think about what can women contribute. So the one approach to transformation and to one approach to dealing with the gender inequality that we have in the country is to say appoint women to the positions, and we're saying that's important, but it's not sufficient to appoint women if they are not skilled in the work that they're doing. So that's why we're targeting people who are already in positions, and that's why we're working with SALGA to get the women who are already in positions, so that the idea is to get them more skilled, because if they are more knowledgeable, then they can make a better contribution. Then it's more meaningful to have women and to have a meaningful women voice. Otherwise, what you have is just women perhaps doing exactly the same thing that's been done over and over again by men. But if you have women who are skilled, who understand not only their jobs, but also why it is important that they are at the table, and what it means for them being in the positions to help us with gender equality, then they'll be better empowered to be able to make decisions. Because if they're there and they can't do the job, they still listen to what the other people who've been there all along tell them to do. They don't make the decisions themselves, and so they can't influence the direction that local government does, and the nature of decisions and the nature of service delivery. I mean, at the core of what local government does is service delivery. So this is a transformation initiative, but at the end of the day, it's going to lead to service delivery.
Absolutely.
And we think if we focus on developing women, we're dealing with the problem, we're approaching the problem from multiple perspectives. Transformation, but also service delivery.
And I see here, according to this information I have in front of me, that, I mean, it's a local government program. You're talking about affecting programs at the local government level, but the hope, of course, is that it will filter through to the rest of government as well in time.
Yes. In the Mandela School, we run a variety of programs. So this is one that we run with SALGA. It lasts 10 months. And it starts with 40 women who are currently in position. But we've got other programs as well that other people in the public sector, leadership in the public sector can take up. Programs, short programs, master's programs, block release programs that people who are in the public sector, not just in South Africa, but from all over the African continent can take up. And the idea is not to only get them skilled in what they do here in South Africa, but also to get them to interact with other people in the public sector in other countries so that we can improve leadership, particularly ethical leadership in the continent. So our hope is that this program will open an opportunity for others who are in other sectors or other levels in government.
Well, it sounds like an incredibly exciting program. All the very best to you and to your participants. And thanks very much, as always, for your time. Professor Mamokgethi Phakeng, UCT's Vice-Chancellor, joining us there from our studios in Cape Town.